So Fiji against New Zealand in the Cup semi-final. Who will it be now? Well, this is two great rivals in sport, England against Australia. And of course, they first met in the very first Rugby World Cup Sevens in 1993, and England beat Australia 21-17. Here's England's side then, with two from last Rugby World Cup, Captain Rob Vickerman and James Rodwell. Look out for key men, Dan Norton and Matt Turner, if he can be inspired this time. Australia, well, they were lost in the plate final last year in '09. They've got two from that one. It's Ed Jenkins, he's the captain here, and Luke Morahan. Three brought of them into the Super Rugby. Matt Lucas, Luke Morahan again, and Bernard Foley. And, well, Ben Gollings, many times you've played against them. What do you think about this time?
The Australians are a quality outfit. One thing that they do have, which is something that their coach, Mick O'Connor, installs in them, is a great work ethic and the way in which they defend. If you watch them defend, they're great tacklers. England are going to have to work hard in this game to get away from them. It's a shame to see Sean McMahon. He's on the bench, but I believe he might be carrying a knock for Australia, which is a big loss because he's a big key player for Australia. And
they've lost, of course, Lewis Holland, who was cited yesterday and not able to play. Very young side too, aren't they? Very quick and confident, you know, as young people seem to be so confident.
They are, and you know, for England, they're going to have to be the same. They're going to have to defend well and not let them get Australia into the game, because as soon as they start getting into a game, they gain confidence from it.
Connor, absolutely. Well, the honour for the referee here, Marius van der Westhuizen, who's been in his first season in the World Series, comes from South Africa in Cape Town. And this is the man who's taken over your role in kicking off here, will be Christian Lewis-Pratt.
It's interesting to see as well, I think Tom Mitchell may be playing halfback for England with John Brake on the bench.
So, England against Australia. And immediately into the Wallabies, a knock-on. Vantage playing, this is Lewis-Pratt for England here. Has Turner on the left, there he goes. Well, he slipped there badly. This is Tom Mitchell. A good place. Mitchell, and inside, the charge for England. And it's Christian Lewis-Pratt who start for England against Australia.
Well, bright start for England here, and it's just the start they'll have wanted. What I like was they're keeping the ball out of contact area. They've kept the Australians moving, and then, as we say, Tom Mitchell, he's been influential all weekend, getting the break and then seeing the vision with Christian Lewis-Pratt following up inside him.
Good pace from Lewis-Pratt there, set up by Tom Mitchell, guy who came out of Oxford University into the sevens, and picked up by Ben Ryan, England's coach. Australia's coach, Michael O'Connor. And he gets the conversion as well. Nothing like to have a 7-0 within a minute and a half, is it?
Absolutely. It's, you know, here now, conversion crucial because all the points count. And then here now with the kick-off, retain kick-off and apply that pressure again.
Tom Powell charging after it. Has that 6'6", gets it well. Mitchell, Dan Norton, Vickerman. Takes out two men. Here's Norton, elusive, and one of the quickest in the game of sevens. Into the hands of Lewis-Pratt again. But turned over and set away by Matt Lucas. Flipped away by the captain, Ed Jenkins. Good tackles coming in both ways. Knock on, advantage for England. And here's a chance for Jeff Williams. Jeff Williams goes for the corner. Brilliant pace from the big man. Second try for England. And he really backed himself, didn't he there? Jeff Williams gives England their second try.
Well, good defence from England first off. applying the pressure on the Aussies, which caused the mistake, and Jeff Williams finding himself in plenty of space, and he's got plenty of pace to finish.
Jeff Williams, who's well come through, playing France in Châteauneuf at one time, and of course was based in South Africa, and was playing for Hamilton when they came over to Scotland and won the Melrose Sevens. A perfect start for England. A bit disappointing yesterday. They only just pipped over Argentina 40-12. It didn't look this classy, did it, at the time? And the conversion is good again by Lewis Pratt. It's a 14-0.
Now England at the moment looking in control, and as you say, yesterday they were a bit up and down, but again, it's amazing what quarterfinals can do to people in terms of putting it all together, putting the pieces of the puzzle together and making it all work. Here now it's been a faultless start to this first half.
Three minutes to go of this first half. Knocked back by Luke Morahan. One of the three super rugby players who've come into Australia. And this is Norton having a go. Will he go all himself? A little kick through. And it's going to be a bounce. No, the flag is up on the side. Well, confidence for this man, Ben Ryan, who's been coached for 65 events. And his second at Rugby World Cup Sevens for England. Building up to this chance now. Having just won only the Wellington Sevens this season. Penalty to England. I don't think Australia got out of there in half yet.
No, I think unfortunate for England there. I think Ian Jenkins was very much able to go for this ball. He makes the tackle, he lets go of the tackler, and then he's straight on the ball. Let's turn over Australia, but England won't complain.
Bit of problem with Jeff Williams by the look of it.
I think he's got a knock as he's gone down.
Yeah. Job there after the ball strong. After the ball strong, he's got to be with. I'm happy with that. 2 metres. I'm happy with that. He was 2 metres. I'm happy with it. Yeah.
Looks like it's a penalty. Anyway, I didn't quite hear what Marius said then. Marius van der Weeshuizen, the referee.
Well, Ed Jenkins, the Australian captain, was just asking about why he'd made the decision he had, because Ed felt he was very much able to go for the ball. The referee was happy with the ruck and the decision he'd made.
There's the tackle. Looks he's okay now anyway, Jeff Williams. As Mr. Lewis Pratt went from Welling College. There's the man who used to play for the Sharks in South Africa as well. Lewis Pratt. Switch to Matt Turner. Turner locked. Oh, beautiful inside to Rob Vickerman. Third try for England. What a start. Well, he doesn't score very many tries, but this is a very important one by the captain, Rob Vickerman.
And again, we saw this earlier with New Zealand, England doing the same thing. Quick switchbacks, drawing defenders out of place, and then looking straight for the support on his shoulder.
Well set up by Matt Turner then, beautifully done. Rob Vickerman, the captain, who started in Sevens in Paris 2005. One of the two who was here in the Rugby World Cup Sevens and World Cup in 2009. There he is, the 27-year-old. Came from Heimers College in Hull. Played with Leeds Academy in Newcastle.
Just seeing there, Nigel, 3 visits into the 22 for England and 3 tries.
Well, that's pretty useful, isn't it, for them? Now, can Australia come back? Tom Cusack. Big tackles coming from England here. Over the top, bit of space here. Into the sound of Cusack. An interception. Lewis Pratt hasn't anyone close to him at the moment. Throws it across. In touch.
Just
some careless errors, haven't they?
Yeah.
The Wallabies.
It's just not quite sticking for them. That pass there was the difference between what could have been try score or not try scored for Australia.
Well, 7 minutes and they haven't even gone over their half yet, the Australians. England, 3 tries, 3 conversions, 21-0. Offside against England. There's the captain, Ed Jenkins, then. Twin brother have played sevens as well for Australia. Slip there of the tackle by Lewis Pratt. Away by Confoli. And here's real pace now for Luke Morahan. Norton there as well. And I think Norton got it down first. And that is half-time. Well, England will be happy at half-time here with 3 tries, 3 conversions, leading over Australia 21-0. Let's have a look at this last effort by Luke Morahan.
Well, Luke Morahan, winger in Super 14s, he knows where the try line is, he's quick, but Dan Norton defending well, staying in front of the player, making sure that he dots it down before Luke Morahan. The best chance for Australia so far.
21-0 at half-time in this Cup quarter-final. Michael O'Connor, the coach.
They put 21 on us, there's no reason we can't put 21 on them. Right? We've got to pick the ball in here, though, okay? Even there, okay? We have pull out if you have to, okay? We back ourselves with the ball, you know, we're going to keep recycling.
Well, he's brought through so many young players. He's even got here 5 players of age 20 or less, average age 22. Here's Ben Ryan.
Look, from me,
came from Loughborough University and Cambridge University himself as a scrum half.
Long periods of time, and they'll start to give away penalties, and they'll start. But we've got to stretch. We've got to work harder off the ball than you work on the ball. You got that? Yeah. You are making great decisions as second men. If we don't get positive hits, get out, and take the space because they are trying to push it high. Those 3 points of bigness. Okay, with 3 scores ahead, 21. Put 1 more in there. Yeah.
Russell Earnshaw there alongside, been a great support to Ben Ryan in the sevens.
Line speed chat. You hear that, fellas? Line speed chat. Who's got 10?
Well, it'll be interesting, Nigel, because often they say games are a game of 2 halves, and you heard Mick O'Connor saying to his team it's all been about possession. They really haven't had much at the moment because England have been in complete control. However, now turning around on the half, Australian kick-off. Can they retain their kick-off and start to apply the same pressure? It'll be interesting to see if they're able to do that in the second half.
Well, it's all possession, it's all about that, really. And pace of someone like this, Dan Norton. Tension here, then. England won't sit back on their laurels yet. Australia will give their tremendous determination, as we know. And here's a chance as it goes into the hands of Confoli. There's first try. Well, that's a perfect start for Australia at the second half.
Well, you create your own luck. I think they got a bit lucky at the kickoff. I think it was a hand in from Australia that goes forward, but as we said, apply the pressure. They came through. Great ball out to Confoli. He's got the strength and the pace to finish off. Matt Turner giving his best, but not quite enough.
That gives them confidence, puts England just a little on edge. Confoli there, the 20-year-old, came out of the Australia Colts and at University Queensland. Conversion missed could be important.
Very important, yeah. You know, they've now still got to score 3 times to put themselves in the ascendancy.
Wasn't a bad effort, but it's 21-5. Knocked on by Tom Cusack. Advantage being played. This is Tom Mitchell. Puts it away. Useful call. Useful, sensible option, wasn't it?
Tom Mitchell is a very level-headed player, and in that position there's no point putting your team under pressure. Half of the England boys were still in front of him. Get it down and make them attack from deep.
Australia possession again. Clever pass into the hands of Shannon Walker. Really powerful man, this guy. Advantage being given, but it's a full penalty.
England have got to watch their discipline here. Offside in the midfield.
Yeah. James Rodwell coming in, gets in the tackle. Australia still have it. Shannon Walker, that's a knock on. It's a bit of luck for England. Real pressure here. Pass was not so clever from Luke Morahan that time.
You feel if Shannon Walker could have held on to that with the likes of his step, he could have beaten the Matt Turner, but unfortunately knocking it on.
Well, Shannon Walker there, man with 4 brothers, 4 sisters and a daughter. And he's been tremendous coming through from rugby league in the ex-Gold Coast Titans. 4 minutes and 3/4. Here's Brake. John Brake coming in then. Ben Ryan bringing the guys off the deck. Oh, and it's a lovely pick-up by Morahan there. Difficult ball, took it well. Switch now wide by Matt Lucas. And here again is Shannon Walker. And he's got away. This is going to be the second try for Australia. Pressure, pressure now. That little moment of difficult ball coming out of the scrummage went loose and was turned away into Australia.
Well, cracking vision from Matt Lucas and quality pass, but Dan Norton here, on someone like Shannon Walker, you've got to go low. Take him round the bootlaces, and then his other player going on the ball. He's a strong boy, he's used to playing rugby league, he's physical up top.
Shannon Walker, who was injured in Hong Kong this season, but has come back now and has, well, he's helped Australia with a real chance now, 21-10. Again, conversion missed, important from an England side of view.
Oh no, Nigel, it did go over, it's just late coming up.
It's just come up. Okay, so it is 21-12, 9 points. Not held by James Rodwell there. Knock on by England. Well, this is a different side, isn't it, now on this second half?
You can see it's the kickoff that gives teams momentum. Australia weren't able to gain that momentum in the first half. They're now gaining that momentum off the kickoff, and they've now retained every one of their kickoffs.
2 tries behind Australia at the moment, but still 3 minutes to play. Plenty of time, away by Lucas. This is Morahan. He's broken 1 tackle, and the second tackle here. And it's Shannon Walker, and this is another. This is a tremendous run coming back by Australia. 3rd try in this second half. That's his 5th try in Moscow this weekend. Now, pressure increased by the moment. 21-17, and the conversion chance to come.
England starting to slip off a few missed tackles. It was their defence yesterday that kept them in games, but today it's slipping. They need to stick these one-on-ones. Australia are strong boys, they run hard. Luke Morahan's a difficult player to put down. He gets his arms free to Shannon Walker.
This time the conversion is missed, but it's only 4 points between. Ben Ryan thinking, well, those little tiny errors are so critical, aren't they, that we saw then in those last 2, particularly those last 2 tries by Australia. 21-17, 1 3/4 minutes to go. And a chance, a try would do. Shannon Walker gets away once, but not the second time. The ball is loose. A knock-on, actually, advantage to England. And now here's a chance with Marcus Watson. And Dan Norton couldn't get clear away that time.
Well, that could have been a try one end to a try the other. Dan Norton, I'd love to see him just back himself.
I thought he would have gone then.
No need for the kick. He's the fastest guy here in this tournament. Step and go. Just gives possession straight back to Australia. The first time you've got it, keep hold of it. It's the only way to stop that momentum that Australia have gained in the second half.
1 minute remaining. Lucas again, this time into the hands of Foley. Penalty. England England on the edge here. Australia have time enough. Take the ball deep into England's half with 40 seconds to go. 21-17. Well, extraordinary, isn't it? That was the score when England first beat them in the one Melrose Cup in 1993. 21-17. And that's exactly what the score is now. 39 seconds to go in this Cup quarter-final. John Brake. A penalty to Australia again. Held on too long, was it, by John Brake?
I'd like to see Australia run the ball, which I think they are. It was a great steal from James Rodwell in the line out. England again getting possession and then giving it straight back to the Australians.
Lucas on the loop. It's gone forward. That's absolutely for advantage England. This is John Brake on the chance. Matt Turner. They can put the ball out now. England can. It's in touch. Is that going to be the final whistle? It is the final whistle given by Marius van der Westhuizen, and England have done it with remarkable recall back by Australia in this second half. 21 in the first half and 17 back by Australia in the second half. And indeed, the same as it was in the Cup final in the first ever Rugby World Cup Sevens in 1993. That was in the final. This was the Cup quarter-final. And this was the last moment of the game as the ball went into touch.